Disaster strikes 2 days later. Very sad day. I'm sorry for the tap, 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 tap sound. That's the gutter here, and apparently there's some sort of blockage from the birds, I'd imagine. So it's going to tick, 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 tick through the entire video. I don't hear it in the house, so it's not a big deal. So what happened was, because it's a sort of manual or analog timer, it takes a little finagling over a couple of days to get it to turn on at exactly 8 a.m. As careful as you line the pointer up. So I adjusted that yesterday, and everything was fine. The pool's been running great. And this morning I came out, and I waited for it. It rained, which is what you're hearing in the gutter. It rained pretty good, pretty heavily. Got some water in the pool, which is good. In fact, I still need more, and a lot more, so I'll put that on too, so we get even more noise. This morning, I waited. Yesterday, the pool turned on at 8:16 a.m., and that's 16 minutes too late. So I adjusted the timer, and I waited this morning. And this morning, unfortunately, at 8:16 a.m., it turned on again. So I guess I put it right back exactly where it was. It turned on this morning for about a half a second, and then there was a very loud pop, and no more pump. The pool pump is dead. You've seen the length of this video, so you know that I'm fixing it. I believe it's an electrical issue. The wires that come out of the pump have been in bad shape. I taped it up a couple of years ago. That tape didn't really hold, and I think water got on the somewhat frayed wires in there, and that's what threw the breaker, and that's that. So now I get to take out both pumps once again and try to repair the pool pump and put it back. So here we go. The ground is wet. It's cold out today, so that helps tremendously. We're going to open up the panel. The breaker is popped, so I'm going to just shut it. I'll shut the other one too, just to be safe like that. We're going to unplug the main pump. There we are. It's coming. That's it. And this guy that closed so nicely this year, I have to open as well and disconnect that because the booster pump has got to go as well. So there's that. The fittings are all wet, so I probably can't turn them by hand. There's no way. My hands are going to slip off. So unfortunately, I am going to have to use pliers. For loosening them, that's not really that big of a deal. Got to adjust my pliers. Maybe that. So we'll loosen that one. Take it out. This one, I'll try by hand, but nope, no can do. So I'll loosen that. There we are. Probably a lot of water is going to gush out of that. Yeah, oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. There he goes. See if I can get this cord out. There we are. Get the whole pump out. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, so it's not gushing water. That's good. now the main one. There's one. And two. This is wonderful. Just what I look forward to doing. Of course, the other alternative is to do some China videos, which have been piling up because I've been busy with the pool, but they're just going to have to wait. It's that simple. I have to take care of my needs first. So I'm going to monkey with this thing to get it out of here, and we'll come back after. That couldn't possibly be the issue. No. That wouldn't cause it to do that. Yeah, kind of knew this was coming, just not when. I knew soon. So we have to take this apart. Hopefully that ought to do it. As far as tools, these are nuts. I could get a nut driver, but I'm not going to. I think these are very long screws, if I'm not mistaken. Let me loosen the other one. Ooh, it's leaking brown, black stuff from that connector. There's probably water in it. If it didn't rain, this probably would not have been a problem today. But the circuit breaker did exactly what it was designed to do. And I was standing right there. So in the event there was a much more major issue, I was ready for it. It might be captive. This unscrews. I may or may not be able to get it off. It came off. There's a white jobber strain relief. That worked. So I'm just gonna sort of lop off the wire here because it's bad. Let's see if these will cut. Yeah, there you go. One more. That's it. All right, put this over here. Chances are very good that when I'm done, it's not going to be long enough so I get to do the entire job again. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't know if this will pull off. It does. That's good. Yeah, I'd say those wires might have been the problem. Oh yeah. Yeah, that might definitely have done it. Actually, I'm going to need one more tool. In fact, does this unscrew? It does. So we'll take that off. Make sure I forget to put that back on. So that goes like that. And now what I need to do is study the wires and see what we got. So we have green, brown, look at that. Wow. Just pooched. The entire thing is just pooched. So we have a green, a brown, and a black. Green, brown, black. Green, brown, black. And that's it. Look at that. Green, brown, black. I hope the whole rest of the wire is okay. I mean, I know it's coming that I'll have to do it, but maybe not that soon. So the green is up here. Is that a ring terminal? I don't know. I think it is. It's a spade terminal, like a fork kind of thing. All right. Green, brown, black. That wasn't even remotely tight. Wow, that wasn't even remotely tight. I don't know if I need to take that off. That's not tight either, because these are like push-on terminals. Yeah, that was not tight. That looks good. That looks good. So that's it. That will complete taking this apart. Yeah, that's nice. That is beautiful. Well, at this point, I'm going to go and put new terminals on the old wire, provided that's still in reasonably okay shape. So we'll cut the video here until I have that new cable made up. There we are. Nice fresh copper. Too long? Yeah, probably. I don't know. That was the piece I got out of it up to the break point. So maybe I cut some more insulation off of the wire, the big heavy jacket, but whatever. It's there. I don't know if this stripper will strip it. I don't think so, but this is the ground, so we'll see. One or two strands left behind, so we'll call that make-believe. Oh, isn't that interesting? The wire here is white. Before it was brown, I guess from the heat. Just doesn't want to strip with these strippers, but these were the ones I grabbed. So I'll play with this. I knew I was going to need terminals, and because this happened, 8 something this morning, and I said, I need them now, and the only place I could get them is Harbor Freight. So I went on Harbor Freight's website, and I looked to see if they had them. And I saw this collection. So I went down to the basement, I went in my electrical box of goodies, and I pulled out this assortment. I had it already. Yep, they all think I'm crazy, but no. I have what you need. Now, as far as the terminals go, these are the ones that, and I kind of remembered I had this, but I also forgot. So let's see if these terminals fit, because then I'm totally screwed. Yep, they do. All right, it's time to crimp them on. Even got one of those. Look at that. It could be a ring terminal. It doesn't have to be that, but anyway, let's see. Let's size this up. I'll do the green later. Oh, sure. Why not? That's good. I'm okay with the wire sticking through like that. They have crimpers for this. I found that they're usually made out of cheap sheet metal and don't work. So I use linesman's pliers and I stick it on there and I crimp the ever loving fuck out of this. I squeeze this thing so tight. As tight as I possibly can. I had a bug trying to bite me. Yeah, when it sticks to the pliers, I know I've made a good connection. That's not going anywhere. Let me get the rest on. Just fed the wires through. I put everything back the way I remembered it. This screws into the motor over here. Wires are fine like that. They're not going anywhere. That kind of fits in there. And I'll put the cap on that later. I can make that work. Yeah. So, let's move the camera out of my way. See if I can, I gotta tighten this up a little. Somewhere there. I'm gonna start the ground screw. This motor is made by A.O. Smith, I think. They've been around fucking forever. I don't see anything like burned or bad, so, you know, we're just gonna make believe. It would be very convenient if I could rotate this so the green is on top. There we are. That will do. That will do fine. Stick that in there. See that? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not at all. That on there. We good? Hang on there. Nice tight connection. I guess that's plenty tight there. Okay. So it was green, brown, black, but it's green, white, and black now. Well, white. Yes, I know. I see that. It's okay. It's being covered. Black. There we are. That's it. Now, I think I want to choke up on that and see if I could just push this in and mush it a bit. Something like that. Bring up this piece. Got brass on it. That's nice. Well, it sure looks a hell of a lot better. Is the cord going to reach? You know it won't. This has been looming for a while, this repair. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when, like I said before. That should be just fine. That should be just fine. So now the cover goes on. It's got a big cutout, so probably goes that way, right? People, you got to tell people this. I think it's going. No, that's not good. Might not have it quite lined up just right. Let's see if this one goes in. Probably not. Yeah, it's a little off kilter, so let me play with it to get the cover on. Okay, I have it plugged in just as a test, so I can make sure it runs. The little flower pot thing on it is just in case there's water splash. This way it sprays everywhere instead of just up and gushes out. Breakers. Here we go. Just in case. Oh. Oh. Oh boy. Do I not have the plug-in good? Plugs in good. It may have burned up at the plug end also. So, that's great. Do we have power? Ah, we do not. It blew the breaker in the house. Let me reset that. All right. The breaker in the house was definitely blown. 1, 2. Do we have power now? Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let me shut the solar just so it doesn't. Okay, now, let's see. Oh, yeah. Excellent. The sound, the gravelly sound you're hearing is no water or little bits of water, and that's normal. So, all right, I got this first pump in place and just started threading this ever so slightly. Well, I had it. There. Now, move that. I get this connected. Right. Yeah, that doesn't want to go. Not at all. Why is it so weird? There. No. This does not want to connect anymore. Every time I go to connect it, it moves. It moves the cross thread. Lined up, but it's the best I can get it. There he goes, finally. Persistence. Alright, run this guy up. There we are. Again, my hands are wet, so there's only so much that I'm going to tighten these. So in the event it leaks, I will have to put a tool on it because I just don't have any other choice. And now the other pump. Looks like its wiring is not long for this world either, but that'll be for another time. This one isn't that big of a deal. It's a lot lighter. Do that to get it in place, and then sort of made it up a little. That didn't work. There. Put that here. Get that started. This one. There we are. Okay. Cinch that up. This one, the plastic is really ancient on, so that'll leak. And we're going to run the wires now. So for the booster pump, that goes over here. We'll go ahead and plug it back in here. All right, let's see. In and turn. Yep, that's in. Oh, we're closed. The main pump, the wire still reaches. That's great. Otherwise, I'd get to do the job again. Wouldn't that be nice? So we got that. Okay, yeah, hey, fire alarm in the background. Excellent. I'm not going to even cut this clip. This way you fire alarm twerps can go goo goo gaga over that. Need water before we start the pump. I'll get the hose. And the pool is filling, so we're going to have extraordinarily low pressure. I could shut it, but you know why. Okay. There's that. Cover off. Not too much in the way of leaves in that. It's amazing with how low my water pressure is that I even get flow out of another hose. It goes, it's just slow. So we'll let the water run because, like I said, it might overflow. It might not. Doesn't look like it's gonna. Which is okay. All right, there's that. Cover back. 2 fingers to tighten. Good, good, a little more, that's it, and that's it. Perfect. And we should be operational now. Breaker 1 on, breaker 2 on, let's go. She's getting water. We're good. I'll take you out of here. We'll head over to the pool and watch that fire up. I'm in no rush because I know it's going to work. It's running already. Yes, so this is the pool after 2 days. We made a lot of headway filling this. Bubbles. Probably get some bubbles there eventually. It's got to make its way. It may not. I don't know. Okay, I guess not. Fine. Whatever. It's working. We know it works. There wasn't that much air in it after all. And yeah, so you can see the floor over here, even the pattern. Kind of see the floor here, and then it kind of gets a bit more green that way. There is a lot of junk on the main drain. Don't think the camera can pick that up, but that will be a problem for when we go and clean this mess up. Let's go check the pumps again. No drips here. No drips there. Let me turn the solar on first to get that purged and going. That'll definitely send water through here. Without a doubt. It's going to be a lot of air, but it'll do it. Some weird buzzing. More air in the pump than I had before, but like I said, oh yeah, see, I just got a little more out of that. There we go. Now we're getting air through. So we'll give that a minute to choochify. Not leaking from here, so that's good. And everything else appears to be okay while hand tight. And I didn't have to use my EBFPs. Chlorinator is bouncing as it would with all of the air. Pool has bubbles going in. I hear all the air still purging. Everything is perfectly fine there. I want the air out before I start the booster. Now I'll start it. Oh yeah, that'll do. So, that is a successful repair. Disaster averted. Or averted, or corrected? Corrected. We'll say corrected. As far as the air in the pump, let me see if I get you a tight shot. I'll zoom in. Right about there. Something like that. You see the air in there. Now, a couple things with that. First and foremost, I don't have the skimmers open yet, and I don't quite have enough water in the pool for that. So I'm probably going to leave the skimmers until tomorrow while leaving the hose on to continue to fill the pool. This way I'm ensured a proper amount of water, because it's sort of on the cusp where it might work, might not, and I don't want to take the chance. So we're going to leave it for one more day. Obviously I lost 5-6 hours of running the pump on recirculate for what that's worth. But tomorrow should be a nicer day out, and I should be able to get the skimmers open, get the filter up and running, and get the shock in the pool, and then we'll let that chooch for a couple of days until I go to vacuum it, if of course nothing else arises. But yeah, that was the entire problem. The electrical connection to the pump finally had it. And that is a successful repair. Whether or not you're satisfied with what's going on under that cover, if I didn't show you, you wouldn't know. I guarantee that pool dicks, when they go to install this, would do even a much sloppier job than I did. So I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. As far as the air, we also have to remember that the fitting here is reduced in size compared to the outlet. And as such, we don't have, and being that only the main drain is open, we don't have fully adequate flow into the basket on the pump. And as such, there's going to be bubbles. That's just how it goes. Shut the solar back off. And take one more look at the pool. How about from afar? Yeah, it's coming together. Definitely coming together. Definitely coming together. Gonna have to mow pretty soon. Next couple of days. Everything's getting really tall again. It rained like hell, like I said. That helped filling the pool. Incidentally, yesterday I had the hose on for most of the day. I don't fill it overnight, as I have stated in the past, because if the liner pops out of the track and I'm not around, that's not a good thing. I did put my little meter on the hose, and I dumped over 4,000 gallons into the pool. I didn't put the meter on until a bit later in the day, maybe an hour or so after I had the hose on. I think I can get about 250 gallons per hour. And like I said, I put over 4,000 gallons in yesterday. Came to about 3,900 by the time I shut the hose last night. And I knew it was going to rain, so I took the meter off the hose. And but like I said, it was running like an hour before that, so over 4,000 for sure. And at 250 gallons per hour, that is 6,000 gallons maximum per day that I can get in the pool via the hose. And I ran the hose the day before for we'll say a good 7 or 8 hours. So whatever that calculates out to, 2,000 gallons. We'll say about 2,000 gallons maybe. So there's 6,000, and I have probably another 3 to put in. So we're getting on the order of 10,000 gallons. Around here, that has a street price of about $100 just in water alone. It's amazing how fast you really can get your water bill up. That's why they always tell you to fix leaks, because you can leak quite a bit of water that a lot of times will go down the drain. You won't even know. But otherwise, that's going to wrap this up. So I thank you very much for watching. I'm glad that I was able to get this corrected. And that'll be it. I really appreciate your watching. Thanks so much. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. And take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.